Chapter 87. A Psalm of the Sons of Korah. A Song. His foundation is in the holy mountains. The Lord loves the gates of Zion more than the dwellings of Jacob. Glorious things are spoken of you, O city of God, Selah. I will make mention of Rahab, Babylon, as among them that know me. Behold Philistia and Tyre with Ethiopia. This one was born there. But of Zion it shall be said, this man and that was born in her, and the Most High himself does establish her. The Lord shall count in the register of the peoples, this one was born there, Selah. And whether they sing or dance, all my thoughts are in you. All right, let's go back up. Or here we got a psalm of the sons of Korah. Korah, the sons of Korah are those that come from Korah. He is the bald, the one who's had his glory removed, or the ones that's had the glory removed. And this here's a song or something we sing to, and we'll find it's to call to remembrance or to make a memory of. And we'll pick it up here in verse 1. His foundation is in the holy mountains. And his foundations, we're talking about God here, Elohim. His foundation is in the holy mountains, or those things which he has established, those things which he has fixed or prepared, we might say, are in these holy mountains. Holy is something that's separated. It's in its separation because we'll find out it's dedicated to God. It's for God's purpose. It's God's. It belongs to God. Even these mountains or these high places, we're going to find out. The mound is what we're talking about. 2. The Lord loves the gates of Zion more than all the dwellings of Jacob. Because the Lord does love the gates of Zion. The gates are the places where they go in and out of in judgment. That's what the gates were for. And these are those of Zion. And Zion is the parched place. It's that place of judgment from before. It's that place where you've been in judgment before. It's a marker. It's a signpost. It's something that was set there by God to cause you to remember. And he loves this more than the dwellings of Jacob, more than the places where Jacob dwells. Jacob is Israel. That his name was changed to Israel. He became Israel. Israel is those that contend with the mighty one, or they ain't always with God's understanding. We'll find out there were 12 tribes. Altogether there were 13. If we want to count the Levites, they didn't receive an inheritance. 3. Glorious things are spoken of you, O city of God, Selah. Glorious things are spoken of you, and we're talking about Zion. This whole psalm is about Zion, that city of God. That place that has a guard belongs to God because God's the guard thereof. And we'll find out it's the place of God's judgments throughout the generations. And it builds a mound, stacks them up one on top of another until they finally become like a mountain. And this is the mountain of God. All of God's judgments from the past, and he sits on it. He sits on it as a witness. He's made it his throne. 4. I will make mention of Rahab and Babylon as among them that know me. Behold, Philistia and Tyre with Ethiopia. This one was born there. And I will make mention, this mention, and this is where I say the word is zakar, and what it means is to make a memory, or to cause you to remember it, to cause you to bring it to mind, we should say. And this is the memory that's created of Rahab. And we remember Rahab. Rahab is that which is widened. And we'll find out it's arrogance that widens it. And Babylon. Babylon is confusion. Babylon is always the confusion, even the confusion of all confusions. And they know me. They are among those that know me, or acquainted with me, arrogance and confusion. Behold, Philistia. Now, look, Philistia are those drifters. Philistia is the place of drifters, those that drifted away from God a long time ago, a very long time ago. And Tyre is that merchant city. Uh, Tyre means rock, and it's that merchant rock with Ethiopia. Ethiopia, the word is Cush. It's always translated Ethiopia, but Cush means darkness, be darkness. And those that drift away to that merchant city are in darkness. And I know because this one was born there. It is Babylon. It's that place of confusion. 5. But of Zion it shall be said, this man and that was born in her. The Most High himself does establish her. But of Zion, that parched place, that place of God's judgment, because that's what it is. It shall be said, this man and that was born in her. This man and that. And we'll find out it's God's salvation. It's God's judgment. It's that post, that marker he set there from the beginning. That's what it's God's work. See, it's God's work, and the Most High Himself did establish her, or did establish it for a purpose. Now, God's always got a purpose, and He wants to remind you He's God. He can do these things. 6. The Lord shall count in the register of the peoples. This one was born there. Selah. And the Lord shall count it in the register of the people, or we can call it the book of. It's the book of life. It's the book of those that are written in life, those that observe of God's understanding, those that understand what Zion is, those that can call to remembrance, those that use it for just that, as an example. And you can count this one born there, or brought forth to there, because that's what it's all about, bringing you forth to that place where God can talk to your heart, that place of judgment where God can, we can come to an agreement, and that's what we was talking about in the last Psalms. Well, we could come to an agreement, a meeting of the mind, so to speak. Selah. 7. And whether they sing or dance, all my thoughts are in you. And whether they sing or dance, and either way it goes, we'll find out. In song, in the memories, calling to remembrance, or in the dance, these twirlings around, like in confusion, one way or the other, we'll find out. All my thoughts will be in you because God made it. That's the work of God. I'm always witnessing God's work because I know He made it all. But we're going to move forward. Psalms 88. Turn and return.